So good evening, Dr. Pankaj.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, sir. I can hear you.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Fine.
Yeah. So I want to talk to you actually.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Would have been normal days met somewhere, but being a COVID pandemic,
Yes, sir.
I thought we can online.
Yes, sir. I've also never met you
Online,
personally in life. Seen you so many times on speed apps and on these Zoom meetings. Would love to meet you someday, but obviously the pandemic, we cannot help it.
Yeah. So I want to congratulate you. I mean, I want to congratulate on behalf of the entire speed team, the speed faculties, and all the speed faculties, and on behalf of all the other students of speed also.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
for
much.
making great rank, and also it is one of the happiest moment that you will also would have felt after MBBS to PG. Now from PG to super specialty, it would have been a different experience. Now this happiness is a matured happiness, and previously it would have been in between. And it would have been, anyway, what I want to convey to you is from MBBS to PG is totally kind of a in between that gives a lot of happiness to the core of success. But here, it's part of profession and going to the next stage of profession. What do you want?
Yes.
What I want to ask you is, why is your specialty? I mean, nephrology is that that you want to do, and why do you want to do that?
So actually, I gave my exam for two specialties, endocrinology and nephrology, and I wish to do endocrinology.
Nephrology and rheumatology, right?
And nephrology and endocrinology, sir.
Nephrology and
endocrinology.
So now in nephrology rank number 1.
Yes, sir.
And endocrinology.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's rank number 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'll be going ahead with endocrinology because that has always been the subject of my choice. I think I'll have to leave nephrology till here only. I will not be able to carry forward the burden of nephrology henceforth.
I feel that will be very unfortunate for rank number 1 for nephrology. I mean, I feel strongly ranker 1 for nephrology not taking nephrology, and that is little.
I can understand that, and many people who know me and have recently congratulated me were also saying that why not nephrology. Actually, sir, since the number of seats in endocrinology were very few, I knew that from the very beginning. There are approximately 50 to 60 government seats all over the country, and the number of seats in nephrology is much more. So it was like kind of keeping a backup subject in case couldn't make it into endocrinology, purpose of nephrology. But after studying nephrology, it was also as interesting as endocrinology. And with the speeds, if I'm correct, Dr. Manu G. Krishnan.
Yes, Dr. Manu.
The nephro faculty, when we used to listen to his lectures and his flow of lectures, in which he used to keep traveling from nephrology to medicine to every other specialty on this world. It was like interesting. It was very interesting to study nephrology. And so maybe we could make it to this extent in nephrology. But obviously, sir,
so it's endocrinology the choice.
Yes.
Endocrinology the choice.
Yes, sir.
And the field of endocrinology itself has been the number of people who have completed DM endocrinology in the country is very less, as for the total number of seats as well. And it will be something great for that specialty for people like you could contribute.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And can you share with us your journey of MBBS to medicine, and now medicine to endocrinology, and what next? A short journey that you started medicine.
I can make it short, but my journey is very long because I must confess that it has been 8 years since I completed my MD medicine. I appeared.
General medicine. Where did you do MD?
I did my general medicine from Calcutta Medical College, Calcutta.
Okay.
Both MBBS and general medicine from Calcutta Medical College, Calcutta. After that, I perhaps never thought about super speciality. Finished off MD because I come from a very small town in West Bengal, a very small hamlet of West Bengal.
Which part of West Bengal?
Purulia, the place.
Okay.
Purulia.
Burlia.
Yeah.
So I mean, and now how many kilometers is that from Calcutta?
Yes, sir.
Kilometers?
It's around 300 kilometers.
How many kilometers?
300 kilometers from Calcutta, sir.
Okay.
So came back home after
then
my
what
MD.
Did you do?
And I was very happy that I've completed
went
MD.
Back home after MD?
Yeah. Immediately after MD, I went back home. And I was very happy that I've completed MD medicine. Very few people around are even MD medicine. Started, my parents wanted me to start off my work as a doctor, started practicing, and they were all very happy. Everyone was very happy, got married, have a son already by then. But then suddenly I felt over the last year or so that I should be moving a step ahead. A step ahead and like put an end to this general practice. And
so
then
8 years in general practice. So
8 years of general practice, sir.
I mean, 8 years of general practice, you could have built enough number of patients over there.
Yes, sir. Already, and primarily practicing diabetes, and that also reflects my interest in endocrinology. So there are a lot of patients, a huge number of patients who depend on us for their treatment of chronic problems. But then decided to do this over the last, somewhere after the last August, September, I decided that let's put into some effort. And I knew about this speed super speciality coaching. We had a knowledge of these.
How did you know that?
From juniors maybe. Because when we had done MBBS MD, there was not this kind of an online teaching and all was not there.
Okay.
And then learned about the speed thing. And I was also very interested in going to Chennai for the live classes, but then everything crashed, and everything was infected, and we couldn't go. But then I must say, sir, they never missed the live classes. The online classes are as good. I must.
And you know one thing. Most of the faculties from DM endocrinology are from Kolkata. You know that?
I know that, sir. I have been listening to their lectures, like Uttio was there and all. Many of them, sir, are juniors in MBBS and MD. Many of them, I must say, like Uttio Gupto and all, and at least 3 of them. Most of them I know very well personally. They were my juniors in MBBS or MD from my college itself, Calcutta Medical College. So it is also a very, very familiar.
Did they do a good job? Did your juniors as a faculty did a good job for you?
Yes, sir. Yes. Huh? It's not their fault. It's my fault. I'm late.
Huh?
I'm late. It is my fault.
See, at that point of time, there was a cyclone. When the classes were planned, of endocrinology classes were planned, there was a cyclone in Kolkata.
Amphan.
Huh?
You're talking of Amphan cyclone.
Yes. And this cyclone, in spite of the cyclone, all the entire team of faculties did not miss the classes. They were doing in cycle. Somehow other they could complete those classes. Now, my question to you is, so, I mean, what will happen to the general practice now? Now, where are you going to plan your DM endocrinology?
Sir, actually,
and now what will happen?
So since there is a lot to look back also about the practice and everything, I will try to stay as close to home as possible. So that makes up Kolkata. IPGMER Kolkata will be, I've already decided on that I will be opting for only one choice, that is IPGMER Kolkata.
And I think it will be great that you could make weekends or whatever the time available for the visits to, take care of the patients that you are going to.
Yes. So whenever I can get off, whenever I can get an off.
and that will be something really great. Now, my second question will be: after you finish your DM endocrinology, will you apply yourself for corporate, or will you go back to
No,
your
sir.
home?
The day I give my final exams, I'll take the first train back to Purulia. Not even an hour I'll stay. Sir, I must say that this place needs good doctors. Calcutta has many. Calcutta has many.
Because I mean, after PG and super specialty, it becomes at times difficult that to plan the career in the place where we belong. So that is really nice to know from you.
It is true, sir. But then that is one of the reasons why I'm choosing endocrinology, because I will not be backup or set up to come back to Purulia.
Yeah. Of course, what you say is exactly correct, and of course, your passion also remains the same. Your passion also, in accordance to what you want to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
I'm really happy for you.
Thank you so much.
And also for Purulia, and also for your family.
Thank you so much.
How could you do that? Probably 8 years of practice would have been married. Am I right? If I'm not
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything almost settled, and I will unsettle everything now.
See, my question to you is:
yes, sir.
All this commitment on, how are we able to allot time for your preparation and to get topmost rank?
Sir, I don't know how I got the topmost rank. That is still a mystery for myself and for everyone around me. But I must say that it was kind of a very focused preparation, because at this point of time, after so many years, it was not possible for me to read from cover to cover for any book, whether it's a textbook, whether it's Harrison or anything. Stuck to the main contents, the speed thing kind of streamlined everything for me, like what we have to read. And I must say one thing: after having read the content of speed and the MCQs, I'm not saying that the exam was easy, but the exam was a cakewalk.
Okay.
It was almost peanuts. The speed content was much higher than what we faced in the examination. It was almost like peanuts, especially nephrology was almost like anything.
Okay.
That's why it kind of a focused preparation, which I could give approximately 2 to around 4 hours each day for 6 to 7 months.
You just listen to the videos. You just listen to the videos.
I just listened to the videos for around 2 hours and 2 hours of MCQ solving and the question banks. I think 2 plus 2, 4 hours, and on Sundays and Saturdays, particularly on Sundays, it could be a little bit of reading of Harrison.
Okay. How long it took to complete once, actually? How long it took once for you to complete? One complete all the videos and all the tests. How long it took for you to
actually complete? I did all the medicine videos, the endocrine videos, the nephrology videos. Those 3 I did. Completing all 3 videos, it took around 2 months.
So 2 hours a day, 2 months.
2 months. And then I revised it at least 3 more times.
3 times revision.
3 times revision.
So totally 4 times.
Yes. Instead of reading here and there and reading maybe Williams or Free Alley and all, I decided I'll not read any of those subject books. I'll revise these videos as many times as I can, so that you have everything inside the videos inside your brain.
So tell me, did you read any book?
Yeah, I read Harrison, sir.
Did you
read Harrison?
Read any book? Harrison read.
Harrison. I read.
Did you read any endocrinology?
Yes, sir.
Endocrinology and nephrology you read from Harrison.
Yes, that's all.
The specialty books for endocrinology.
No, I did not. No specialty book. No, I did not read. I never read Williams, and I even purchased a new Fee Halley. I didn't read that.
So the videos were more than enough of the faculty.
More than enough, sir. More than enough. I said at least. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you complete. I think yes, I should allow you to complete it.
No, sir, please, sir. They were more than enough. They were much more than the examination.
Okay. My question to you is, if you have been invited as a faculty in speed. Yes. Will you be interested to teach your upcoming juniors in endocrinology? Because endocrinology is going to be your specialty.
Yes, sir.
And so those who are aspiring for endocrinology,
Yes,
now
sir.
you know the trick.
Yes,
now
sir.
you know the trick what to do.
Yes, sir.
Now you have identified how we could make it through
Yes, sir.
the rank. Now you will be well versed. Now you will be fine tuned. Now you know in the videos what are the most important areas to be concentrated for exam. Now I would have given an experience to you. So
Yes.
I invite you personally to be a part of the faculty team, because we are almost close to nothing less than 120 people as a faculty team put together for all specialties. We will invite you to be a part of this knowledge club, to take the class, and whenever the time permits for you to give for weekly 1 hour or monthly 2 hours, something like that, if you could contribute, and I feel that would be really great.
Thank you so much, sir. That would be more than an honor to be the faculty of the place of which you were a student once, and that would be a real pleasure, sir. I would obviously, whenever I have time and whenever out of my schedule, which I don't know how the schedule will be after a few days from now, I should be able to do the needful in that regard.
And now, if at all you want to advise, what will you tell the people who are aspiring for endocrinology and nephrology? Because you have taken both 1 and 2. So what you will tell them? Okay, suppose that people have 10 years. Now I could see a lot of enrollment happening, like after 10 years, after 15 years. Now I have even seen there's one doctor who have applied, his age is somewhere around 55 years. Spoke to me. He asked me, sir, will that be possible for me to do now? I don't have any idea about Harrison or any of the specialty books that I could ask for. Now, in that situation, in that mental position, and what is that you will advise? Because even I did my MCH. I will tell you, I finished my post-graduation in the year 2005 and did my MCH in 2013.
I had a WhatsApp chat with you, sir. Remember when I had asked you that if I'll after so many years, then you had sent me a voice recorded message in which you had said that you did your MCH 13 years after your MS, and if you are prepared for it, you will be able to do it, sir. And the very that day I decided that I will go ahead and I will not waste this rank of mine.
So it's really great. So what do you want to tell them? So what do you want to tell those who are preparing and aspiring for it?
So
what would be your advice and the wish?
As far as the current pattern of examination for this year, which we have faced this year, there are 3-4 things which they can do. First, give a good reading of Harrison, the specialty chapters and the general chapters if you can, or if you have read in the past in your MBBS and MD days from the latest edition of Harrison. That is number 1. That remains number 1. Number 2, go ahead with the speed lectures and question banks. And if you are able to finish off 50% of the things, you revise those 50% 5 times. You need not cover 100% every single lecture, every single question bank, and then in the end you're not even able to revise once. You will perhaps end up not remembering important things in the end. These are the 2 most important things which I have said, and I think so 5 to 6 months of preparation time is enough. If someone starts from November, December, if there is an examination in June, you'll be able to go ahead and maybe do very well. And another very important thing which, sir, I missed was for all the MD medicine candidates going for the exam, read some pediatrics. There were some easy questions, real easy questions from hardcore pediatrics. I missed all of them. I made a mistake in all of those questions, but if for an MD pediatrics, it will be like a cakewalk question. But for MD medicine, since we have studied pediatrics quite long back in our MBBS years, very easy questions like questions on milestones and all can be easily done if you've just brushed through superficially pediatrics.
So how many questions were there in pediatrics?
I think in the general paper, there were 40 questions in MD medicine. There were at least 7 to 8 questions directly from pediatrics.
So that means in the video library we need to include general pediatrics. Am I right?
Yes, yes, that is one good suggestion from my side, that in our video for general medicine, you can put it in general medicine category. We should have some just superficially pediatrics, because we cannot cover the whole of pediatrics. It's very difficult. We cannot read all the specialties.
So where were the questions for pediatrics?
Sir, I think the questions were from Nelson, I believe. There were questions from developmental abnormalities of the GI tract. There was a question from tracheoesophageal fistula. There was a question from milestones. There were questions from nutrition in pediatrics. So there were some very simple and silly questions from pediatrics, which are like as if you know everything, but then you made a mistake because we haven't read it for long time.
Was that related to your specialty? Is this question?
No, sir. No, sir.
Were they related to?
No, sir, it was the general medicine paper, and as far as the specialty papers are concerned, they were all hardcore specialty. Does not seem like whether from medicine or pediatrics, does not make a difference.
No. My question was,
yes, sir.
In this general medicine paper,
yes, sir,
this was not related to the specialty that you are taking.
No, sir.
Not with reference to endocrinology, or not with reference.
No, sir. It was just general. It was just general.
Okay. So you are suggesting to add the general pediatric videos along with the general medicine videos.
At least I think 6 to 8 hours of pediatrics is needed.
Okay. So once again, I bring a lot of wishes and congratulations.
Thank you so much,
to you
sir.
and to your family and to all your friends from Speed. And,
thank you so much, sir.
And this wishes I don't bring only to from the faculties and also from all students. That means those students who are completed in Speed, almost on date, it's 20th year they are completing, 20 years of academic program we are conducting.
Yes, sir.
It is almost 1,75,000 doctors graduated and trained and got post-graduation. And now it is the super specialty that we thoroughly enjoy today. And this program, it is not just a course we did, it's just we enjoyed ourselves. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Actually.
We thoroughly enjoyed teaching all.
And the lecture very thorough, very detailed. And a point has been missed, particularly the endocrine lectures which you've concocted this year. They're all new faculty, I believe. We haven't seen these faculty lectures before. They've covered everything from cover to cover. Everything.
So I will convey your wishes and regards to all the endocrine faculty, and most of you are there juniors. And as faculties, I will convey to them. And these videos will also I'll send to them. And I think they will definitely feel happy.
And Dr. Manu of nephrology.
Also to Dr. Manu also.
Yes, sir.
Now what we are planning to do is, I'm just been talking to all the people who have done their exams and going for the specialties. Now, once this is done, and I want to bring in all faculties in the live, and to make all of you to also to come in and to greet each other and share the results and happiness.
That will be very nice, sir. That will be very nice.
Once again, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Continue your service.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.